Good morning and welcome right here on Joy Prime. This is Home Affairs, your favorite Saturday family show. Now, every single week what we do is we interact with each other. We open the phone line so you can have your, say about whatever topic we're discussing. And the most amazing part of the show is that I have awesome people coming to the studios every single week to, put some flesh on the skeletons that, we put out there. I'm excited, and I hope you are too. Call me Movi, the motivator, and this is your favorite family show. Now, it's sponsored by GTP New Style. You can see I'm all looking zhuzhed up in it. Thank you so much. Barbara Johnson on the Spin 6 Road. Elite Hair Studios for my look. So I'm rocking the albino, however you want to say it, look, because, I heard someone say they can never be sexy. See, today I am a sexy albino. Love it. Anyway, thank you, Elite Hair Studios, for that one. I also want to thank, of course, you for participating on the show on a weekly basis. We have segments just for your enjoyment and education as well. Now, don't forget, Inspired by Women is where we have some strong women come to motivate us with their quotes at the end of the show. We also have Home Tip, where I give you tips on what to do with food and, remedies to help, your family stay healthy, basically. Now, today's diary is where we talk about, the pertinent issues that you send through to us. So don't bottle, your feelings in when you have a problem. Make sure you're sending it to me. Now, pregnant teenagers, have three options when either they put up for adoption or they keep it. And our topic of discussion today, abortion, is the last one. So please make sure you're asking questions and, participating on the show. But where I'm from here in Africa, which is Ghana, abortion is deemed as a taboo. And all culprits are labeled as evil people. So what do you have to say about it? When we activate the phone lines, make sure you're making your words heard. But starting off the show this morning, it's Health Zone. And this is where we sweat things out and also give you some advice from some health professionals. So please, let's join the Zonto twins at Bling Body Gym on the Spin 6 Road. Don't just watch, work out with us.
Good morning, viewers. My name is Ramsey, and I welcome you to another edition on Health Zone on Home Affairs. All right, this is the half of the Zonto twins, and today we're about to do Afrozonto Body Blitz. We're going to start with abs attack, and also we go and work on our spine. Anyway, how we want to start? We start with standing abs, all right? Then later we lie down and work on our abs. You ready, guys? Working on our abs. Let's go.
Right here, Bling Body.
Oh. All right. So we go this way. You stretch your leg, hand stays up, but make sure when your leg comes up, your elbow touches your knee. Elbow touches to. You ready? One, and skill. Let's go. One, go. 2, 4, 7, squeeze your abs and bend your upper body. Go now. 8, go. 9, and the last one, and 10. Perfectly right. All right. Now left leg stretch, hand stays up. All right. Ready? Ready? Go. 1, go. Don't rush on it. Let's go. I like that. Perfect. Let's go. 4, go. 5, go. 6, go. 7, go. 8, 9, and the last one, and 10. This is called standing abs. Working on our abs, okay? Are you ready, guys? Now hand stays up this way. Ready? Let's go. Hand stays up this way. Now it comes down this way. 1 and up, okay? You burn upper body. Working on the upper abs. You ready, guys? 1, go. 2, go. 3, go. 4, burn it. 5, go. 6, go now, let's go. 7, go. 8, go. 9, and the last one, and turn. Perfect, right, like that. All right, let's go up this way. All right, guys, hold on this way. And open your legs and straight, let's go. 1, straight, let's go. 2, squeeze your abs. Elbow to the knee. 3, go. 4, and the last one. Now let's go faster. Faster, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you change it. Let's go this way. Stretch it. Yeah, feel it right there. Go, let's go. 1, go. 3, go. 5. Let's go faster. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfectly right. All right. Ready? Yeah. One more. Let me move the floor. One more. I know, right? Okay. Now let's go this way. Will you face you? All right. Take it this way. Okay. Right leg forward, and your hand stays up this way. So you go 1, down. You squeeze your abs. Okay. Ready, guys? 1. Up, let's go, bend your knee. You ready? Now we lean back. Lean back. Lean back. And hold it. Alright, let's go. I pray to make it back one piece. Go on, let's go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Up. Now so let's go. Like that. Alright? The same way down. The same way here. Now hand stays up. Are you ready, guys? Now we go this way. 1. Alright, Mom, you ready? Yeah. Ready? Okay. Ready? Go now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like that.
Welcome back, and I hope you weren't just watching. I hope you were doing the exercises. And please, like I always say, just 10 minutes of your time when you wake up in the morning after your quiet time with God, please have some quiet time with yourself, you know, working out and sweating it out. You can do it with your families and, of course, your bae or your boo, whichever one you want to do it with. Just make sure you are staying healthy together. Well, we're moving on to the other part of the health zone, and this is where a doctor comes in to basically, you know, teach us a few things. We have from the Vital Skin Solutions, Dr. Catherine, who's going to help us, or should I say, who's going to enlighten us about how we can keep our tummies healthy. Let's watch. Sorry? Sure.
This is the Health Zone with me, Dr. Catherine. I'm discussing with you weight management, brought to you by Science of Beauty Tips. It's very easy to manage your weight if you know one little simple trick. Basically, you need to understand that when you eat your food, it goes first to your stomach. And it stays in your stomach for at least 3 hours. But everybody has a different size of stomach in terms of when you eat your food, your stomach has to stretch to a certain level before your brain is informed that you're full. Remember, you have a stretch level that must be achieved before your brain is informed you're full. I have 2 wonderful balloons here. So let's say that before you're full, you have to stretch your stomach to this size. Or perhaps your stomach size is this much. When that stretch level has been achieved, Even if they brought your favorite food to you, perhaps chocolate cake with a wonderful icing and a little ice cream, you don't want to eat anymore. That's the time you have reached that stretch level and your satisfaction centers in the brain are being informed that you're full. Now, the trick is this. Let's say you are able to reduce your stomach size such that from this size, you reduce it to this size. That will be the day you have managed the science of weight management. You've understood the secret. It's not about going to the gym. It's not about going to crash diets. If you understand this little trick, you'll be set. You can reduce the size of your stomach from this size to this size. That's the day you lose weight if you want to lose weight. And that's the day you go healthy if you want to maintain a healthy weight. There are little tricks you can also do. Before you eat your food, at least take a little water, maybe half a glass of water, so that you fill up your tummy, and then eat your food. You could also opt to take maybe 5 groundnuts with the skin on. These foods or the water will start getting messages to your brain before you start eating. And remember, it takes at least 15 to 20 minutes before your brain is informed that you're eating. So how fast do you eat your food? When you begin taking your time, enjoying your food, eating less, reducing your stomach size from this to this, you'll be on your way to a healthy weight. This has been Science of Beauty Tips, brought to you by Dr. Catherine. Visit our website www.scienceofbeautytips.com, and we have a free fitness club that you can join, and we'll be happy to communicate with you. Thank you.
So there you have it. You can shrink your belly fat, to whatever small size you are imagining. Fantasies can come true, Please, I'm not trying to arouse you. I'm talking about fantasies about your belly fat. All right, please don't go there. Anyway, but it does really irk me when young boys impregnate young girls. I believe that adults, it's an adult thing. Grown-ups should take responsibility. New kids don't have a clue about bringing a new life into the world. So please refrain from, I would say, abstinence, okay? But since y'all are so curious and freaky these days, I don't know, but at least protect yourself. When we come back, we're discussing abortion right here on Home Affairs. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back, everybody, and this show is proudly brought to you by GTP New Style. As you can see, my fabric is lovely this morning. I love it, and the combination is just on point. Barbara Johnson, Spintex Road, and of course my look, Elite Hair Studios. I'm loving it. Well, this is where you get to meet the people who really, give us some profound advice on the show. And every single week, I'm blown away by the kind of people, the caliber of people that come on the show. I'm very, very honored and humbled to introduce you guys to my awesome duo. I think these two, if one wasn't married, it would have just been fireworks in here. But I just want to say that when we activate the phone lines, make sure you're asking as many questions as you like. We're talking abortion this morning, guys. It's a very serious issue, and although sometimes I do, try to make it sound funny, I just want to do that so that you'll be interested and we'll all share our ideas. So please contribute when we activate the phone lines. But the UNFPA apparently supports, family planning by, providing developing countries such as Ghana with help, with technical help and financial help and programmatic help. And I'm just hoping that they're going to the schools more, because it starts from when we are little, doesn't it? Our curiosity and all of those things start when we are teenagers and the hormones are, all over the place. So the UNFPA, I am pleading with you this morning that if you're not visiting more schools, you should do that right now. Anyway, my first guest is awesome. She's beautiful. She's down to earth. She's a mother, a wife, a friend, and a midwife. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the most amazing looking woman I've seen on set so far, Mrs. Sarah Sewa Major.
Oh, thank you very
Welcome
much.
to the show.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
Great. Now, when I asked you your age, you were like, I'm old. But I just want you to know, girl, you're on fire. How are you this morning?
I'm good.
You should say I'm great. Can't you see a movie? But how are your two kids?
They're good, thank
that's
you.
Great. And you are the founder of a company that you work at.
Cradle Care Maternity.
Where
It's on
is
the
it?
Sphinx Road.
Right.
And we do all the nice things with regards to pregnancy and childbirth. We do
Right.
water births. We involve like partners in birth and the pregnancy process.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
the men are encouraged to come into the
Yes, they
labor
do,
ward.
and then
That's
they cut the
great.
cord. They're by
Oh.
their wives when they're doing all the labor things. It's nice.
Right. Oh gosh. I mean, some of the women must get very, frantic and annoying in the labor ward. Does it happen in your facility?
Well, not annoying.
Really?
No, but the thing is that labor is like an emotional thing.
It is.
It's a pain thing, so you have to be able to manage it properly. So this woman is going through so much emotion, so much pain, and you have to be able to support her.
Right.
So that's why, I trained in England and I worked in England, and in England, like, partners are actually allowed to be there.
I think it's mandatory, isn't it? It's like by force. What's your partner? What's your husband?
No, but it's not though, but it's just the way you do it, because like you book women here and I like to involve the partners, like I
Right.
said, and like the booking, for instance, I like them both to be present.
Oh, that's nice.
And then when I tell them that, like you cut the cord at the end for me, it sounds a little bit silly. But then
It's
you
not
follow
at
them
all,
up
is it?
like throughout the entire pregnancy,
Right.
and then I do something we call a birth plan at 36 weeks. So I tell you exactly what's going to happen
Okay.
at the delivery.
So do you rehearse the procedure, like on the final day, what the man is supposed to do and all of that? Or you don't really-
no,
you
but
just talk them through
yeah,
it? Oh, okay.
because we talk about what is going to happen, like when to call me or when to come in,
Right.
and then like signs to look out for and
Right.
what happens on the day.
Right. Do you provide antenatal care?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So on the day, I mean, some men are like, oh no, but then once they've been with their partners throughout labor, it just becomes really. I mean, I saw the most, like, I'll say,
Emotional?
intimate couple on Wednesday morning, early hours of Wednesday morning,
Right.
when I did, like, it was, I'd never met the
happened?
man, I'd never met him, but he was so supportive of his wife. I was, like, I've seen
Right.
loads and loads, but not in Ghana here,
Right.
but this guy was absolutely amazing.
Oh.
And he was like, after the birth, I normally kind of leave them for them to have some family time.
Of course, no one
Together.
Please the crowd, Sarah. Anyway, thank you so much for that.
Sure.
Well, we're moving on to our next guest, and this man is a brand god, should I say. When he picks you up, he just, puts you into something else, like future star. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking advertising. I'm talking, artists. I'm talking telecommunication brands. Yeah, all of that. This guy is a marketing god. Please help me welcome the most striking looking man I've seen, so far this year, Mr. Ernest Kwesi Enning. How are you?
I'm fine, fabulous.
Wow. Thank you so much for saying that, because you do look fabulous.
Yes, I'm fabulous.
You like yellow?
I like yellow and I like sea blue.
Oh, so you just, picked the right colors that you love.
Yeah,
but I love your beads.
Yes, because I'm a traditional man.
You are?
Yeah.
A traditional man with a coat.
Exactly.
I love that,
I'm used to your studio and the coldness, It's like sitting in a VIP
I'm
to
sorry. Can you turn down the air?
So anytime I'm coming on this side, I get myself prepared because
Oh my
I
goodness.
never remove my jacket and have my
Oh
dear.
dear. Okay. Thank you so much for coming. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? I said just
we don't sleep. Marketing musicians, marketing products here and there, traveling here, visiting here, that kind of. Yesterday I got home 2 a.m. And I'm here.
Oh, thank you. I feel like I owe you dinner or something now.
No, you do.
You got me.
You do on the contrary.
Oh my goodness, Ernest. Okay, we'll pay up. TV. You better bring the money. But tell me about your family life.
No, they are fine. Got 3 children.
Oh wow.
They are home. Wonderful. Yeah, wonderful wife. Here and there.
What's her name?
Ida.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to her this morning? If she's watching.
I love you, baby.
Oh, that's so sweet. No, are you jealous?
No, but she's wonderful because my kind of lifestyle, my kind of work, sometimes is a bit difficult. I'm never home. I'm never home. I'm always on the move. It's either in Germany, I'm in London, I'm in Canada.
How did you get her pregnant? How did you have?
It takes only 1 hour.
You know how it's done. Just 5 minutes.
It takes only 1 hour.
Only just one. No, I don't use 1 hour. 1 hour is a bit too hard.
So how long do you need?
At our age, 25 minutes.
You say it like you're so old. You're not old.
No, I'm not saying, but in some particular age of a man's life, you need to restrict how you do certain things. Yeah, you
need to enough energy.
You may have the energy, but you don't have to just exploit it.
Wow.
You have to just limit it such that
reserve some for later.
You need to reserve such that at every point when you are called to duty, you can deliver.
I see. Oh my goodness. I wish this was what we were discussing, but it's not. We're talking about abortion. But guys, since you're the midwife, I should ask you this. Do you think that kids should be taught about abortion at an early age, or what do you think?
Well, I think that kids should be educated on abortion.
Right.
I remember many years ago, I was a teenage pregnancy midwife.
Okay.
And I did a course called The 7 Seeds, and this was in England.
Okay.
And basically what it is that you kind of educate teenagers. So I don't think we're doing a lot
in Ghana.
To help these people, because it's like,
so what age?
Well, I think as early as possible, really.
Like
once they can understand, like maybe 12 or 13, because we need to really incorporate it into our educational system.
Right.
Because, what's the point of, that they're going to have sex anyway.
Right.
So educate them, tell them what it is, tell them how hard it is to have children.
Right.
How difficult it is to look after them, even the sexually transmitted infections that you get. So once you tell them that, it's up to them to do whatever. But if you don't actually educate them and they go and do it, then we have the unsafe abortion, because if you have a mother like I have, you won't go and get pregnant and take it home. It'll kill you.
Oh my God. But what are some of the factors that contribute to teenage pregnancy?
Well, peer pressure. I think peer pressure is the number one thing, and lack of education. Because and then like girls don't actually know themselves, like the period thing. And I think for me that's the most important thing, because if you know your period, and I think that we should really be teaching teenagers how to recognize like the period, the safe and unsafe period, because if you give a girl that, they can go a long way.
Isn't that like endorsing them to participate in sexual activities?
Well, but we're teaching them reproductive health anyway, so why can't we incorporate that? But we shouldn't just be teaching the girls. We should be, in my opinion, I think we should be teaching the boys as well.
Okay. Now, abortion is like the most dangerous, method of family planning, or is it not? Well, if you say the most dangerous, because abortion is basically like ending a pregnancy medically. Yeah. But there is, you can have an abortion up to 24.
Surgically, right? Yeah. Right. But it depends on the gestation of the pregnancy. Right. So the earlier you have it, the safer it is.
Right.
Because let's say someone finds out they're pregnant, they have a termination. I like to call it termination because it's a much nicer way of saying it. Termination of pregnancy. Termination of pregnancy, like TOP. Right. That's better than, I think abortion is a harsh word. I mean, that's what I think anyway. But I think that, you know, like we should, well, if someone finds out they're pregnant and they have a termination at 6 weeks, it's safer than having a termination at 15 weeks.
Ernest, for instance. Do you know anyone who's had an abortion, and what was their reason?
Well, practically, I think that this subject is a bit, you know, very, a bit
sensitive?
Very sensitive, especially discussing it in this part of the world. Yeah, because I know, for example, that this morning people will be watching at home and they'll be like, what's wrong with these guys? You know, because the issue is that abortion issues in Africa, and for that matter Ghana, have been very much, you know, religious issues have crossed in. You know, it's priests want a thing to be done, you know, and then yet they still have, you know, biblical quotations and all that too, you know. So it kind of, you know, put people cannot boldly come out and say, this is my challenge. But with myself, you know, traveling around the world and even working my workings and all that, with what I see, with what most women go through, single mothers, you know, they don't have clothes. We need to know that, you know, those little children, they don't have nothing, and then you see them, you know, carrying these children, you know, and all that kind of thing. The disadvantage, you know, in singlehood, you know, with this little girl, and I think that if we could allow, if we could begin, you know, sensitizing that, this at your age, you don't need to have a child. It's much more better to save our society from where we are going now, because it's becoming, you walk through the town and you see children, women with kids in the traffic lights. Yeah, you see children with children in the traffic lights begging for alms, and here and there. You go to Abubushi this morning. I mean, you see women just there with plenty kids spread all over the place, and sometimes if you see the foods, for some of us that works in the market, if you see the kind of food they are feeding these children, it's more or less like it's like the food is rather child abuse. You know, and it's dangerous. And so for me, looking at where society has come now, with all the difficulty, and I think that it is important, like the midwife just said, it is important for us to begin sensitizing the society. That you don't need this. For example, in a case, you are home, and robbers troop to your house, you know, 1-3 a.m., you know, and then, you know, this is where they are. They strike your little girl down, and you have multiple of sex. And then you find out the next month, your little daughter is pregnant. Now, would you say that I'm the apostolic general of a church, or I'm a bishop, so I don't like abortion, so you let your little girl go through this pregnancy and give birth to this idiot.
Oh dear.
But in circumstances like that, it is legal to have an abortion.
But here we try to use religion, you know, to cover it and make it look like, you know, because we are Christopher, the Bible, you know, that kind of thing. So it becomes like it's a no-go area.
It's a taboo.
But the trauma, the kind of trauma that the little girl will go through. I mean, a little girl at the university or at the early SHS, you know, going through pregnancy and all that. You know. So for me, it is something that we have come to an age where now we need that. We need the institutions to understand. We need it. You know, what makes it difficult in those days where people were not, you know, seconding to the abortion aspect was, we used to have quack doctors around. When you go to those, especially in those times, Nina Mamobile, there were some quack doctors.
How do you know?
No, I'm a Nina boy. I'm a human boy, you know, because I used to, you know, you have the youngest in the area, they go and do, but also,
and some die.
When they had that abortion, she died. I said, you know, but when Marie Stopes and all these hospitals came, the thing has become very much safer.
Right. Now tell me, are there any other options you think that are available to teenagers or even married couples who are faced with unintended pregnancies? Are there any other options apart from abortion?
Options are plenty.
Right.
Options such as pull-outs. You women suggest that, you know, when you're about to be able to pull out. But on that one, I think that you need men to do practical exercise for 6 months before they can practically work on that. Because I have seen several men trying to do that and they cannot. Because that particular moment is very sensitive.
You've actually watched people?
No, I've heard them. I've met guys and I said, look, you guys, can you do pull out? And they said, I've tried. The more I tried, the more my wife
Have you tried it?
I tried sometime recently and it didn't work.
So she's pregnant now? Yeah.
Exactly, you see. Oh dear. And so I think that system, that option has so far medically has not proven.
No, but I think what will work though is if she understands her period.
So some of you, some of you guys are even forgetting your period date.
No, because you see, me for instance, I've got 2 kids and I've never actually used contraception.
It is because you are midwife and you are sensitive.
Yeah, but so let's give her the platform to educate, you know, all women about their periods. What is the safe period and what is the dangerous?
But it depends on what cycle you're on.
Yeah, so
like the average is 28 days, but it doesn't mean that every woman has a 28-day cycle. So if you have a 28-day cycle, then like it's between the 12th and the 14th or 15th day, but it's like the middle. That's the unsafe period. But then again, it's just
so is that right before your period or after?
No, it's like in between. Okay. So like 28. So
15 before and after.
Is it okay. No, I'm not cutting my job. This is your method you are bringing. I've seen couples who particularly the man and the woman put this timetable on the table.
Yeah, you
wrote it and everything. And the lady is pregnant and it's becoming a problem.
Okay, so her cycle is quite complicated.
Yeah, because she doesn't understand the cycle.
It doesn't work like English language. It doesn't work.
No, because you see, because like when you speak to women and you ask them about their cycle, everyone tells you that I've got a 28-day cycle. Right. No, you haven't.
So how can you test?
No, because you need to so this month you write it down, like whenever you get your period. Right. Next month you do it, and then the 3rd month you do it. So if you have like a 3 month, you do the average.
Right.
So that's how you can calculate. But
right.
If you don't do that, you can't. Because if you don't have a 28-day cycle and you go and have sex, you know, like between like the 12th and the 15th day, of course you're going to get pregnant.
I think you need to be in some of the houses and practically show the men and the women how to do it.
Because
so see your midwife. Unfortunately, we can't teach everybody's cycle here on the show because we only have 1 hour. But I'm going to read the message that we received. The reason why we're talking about this morning. It says, Movi, my friend and I shared the same apartment with his girlfriend when we were in university. Just before he ended the relationship, his girlfriend Na was pregnant. Are you guys listening?
Yeah, we are listening.
Okay. My friend denied responsibility, claiming he never had unprotected sex with her. Na helplessly opted for an abortion because she couldn't have a child without a father and didn't want to force it on him. This happened 10 years ago. Na is now married to another friend of mine and they are trying everything possible to have children, but it's proven very difficult. I feel extremely guilty because I was there when Na was having complications after her abortion. She says she doesn't want to tell her husband about her past experience and that she's trusting God for a miracle. But Movi, before the miracle happens, should I tell my friend who's losing his mind over their infertility? And that's from Elom. Guys. A double
It's a bit dicey. Because you see, nature and the way God has created women, you know, some of the women naturally, by God's own interventions, maybe have just one kid in their whole life. And that is the disadvantage aspect of having an abortion. If it's not properly administered by a qualified medical practitioner. You see, and the whole thing. And I will say for a fact that perhaps the lady couldn't consult a proper medical practitioner.
Yeah, she was young then.
She was young then, and so you know these 1.5 people, you know these 11.5 doctors, they would take it and then.
Is that how much they charge?
Well, some people charge as low as 80 Ghana. Yes, and you know what you are going to get.
And you're so experienced in this. What did you research before?
No. When I was called to here, you know, I started asking for information and asking what's happening. Some people charge as much as 80 Ghana cedis, and you know what you're bound to get if you go through this area, this environment. From the distance, I'm telling you, surprising the price you're going to get.
So the police should investigate.
Yeah, that's why
make sure
they should go. I think it's not just the police.
So how can we encourage teenagers to visit places like you mentioned? Unfortunately, I can't give them a free ad.
Yeah, okay. I mean everybody knows.
How can we encourage teenagers who don't want to keep the pregnancy to go there? Because most of them, the minute you get to the reception and you require abortion, they become judgmental.
Exactly.
And it's not in a private environment, and everybody knows your story, so you're already scared to even approach.
No, isn't it society though? Because like in England, for instance, abortion is legal. But
but we're in Ghana.
No, but what I'm saying is that it's just one place that you can have it done, and it's the marriage stove. So you can go there directly, like you can ring them, or you can go through your GP. So what I'm saying is that there has to be particular places that these people can go. So, and it has to be licensed, so that if something happens, because unsafe abortion is like, it's on the top of the maternal mortality list. Because women are dying and girls are dying from having unsafe abortion.
Right. Unfortunately, we have to take a short break, but please do remember that when we come back, you can also call in with your questions and contributions right here on Home Affairs. But before that, here is a little home tip: how to chill your drinks fast. Welcome back, everybody. It's Home Affairs, sponsored by GTP New Style, and the phone lines have been activated. You can call with your, comments and all of that right here on the show. It's 0302-211-70124. So 701-702-24. Okay, and you can WhatsApp us if you're shy and you don't want us to hear your voice. It's 0509-617-336. That's a WhatsApp line, so don't call the WhatsApp line and WhatsApp the telephone line. Anyway, I'm waiting for your messages. We're talking about abortion. I have Mrs. Sarah Sewa, Major, in the studios, and also Mr. Ernest Kwesi Inning, and they have been very helpful indeed. And just before we went on the break, I had to cut you, so please, can you finish?
I'm saying that parents as well too, it is important for parents to start connecting to their children.
Yes.
Especially now.
Yeah.
Because you remember when the madam was making the presentation, she said that in her house, you cannot go to the house and tell your mother you are pregnant. And
kill yourself.
Yeah, kill yourself before you get home. Now this is the trend. This is where we are all getting it wrong.
Yes.
I mean, parents are becoming like warlords, when their children are pregnant,
Yeah.
We don't need to, because you see, whether we like she said, whether we like it or not, when the guy gets to a particular age, when the girl gets to a particular, she becomes vulnerable to some of these circumstances.
Yes.
So we, as it may be, we need to bring the children close to us. Even the situation comes, we need to bring them close to us. Then begin looking at solutions to the problem.
Right.
So that even when the children are pregnant, they can come to their parents and tell them. Instead of, it will be dangerous for your child to go to a quack doctor, thinking that when I go home, my mother will kill me.
Yes.
Than having a daughter who will become this thing
But
forever.
I think that the parents should educate the girls as well, because like my mom, for instance, the minute you get your period, that's the time that she kind of educates you.
But the children, before you educate them, they are already firing. This, from GSS, they are firing.
Yeah, but you need to. So you know,
some scary truths, guys. Some scary truths that I've heard about abortion is that, you know, once you have an abortion, you're more prone to breast cancer. Is that true? Since you're a midwife.
Well, I don't think so. I haven't seen any research that says that.
So that was just a scary measure that some of them
people
use.
say all sorts of things, but. No, but I think once it's done properly, you know, like it's safer to do it earlier than later.
By an expert.
Yeah.
Not a quack one.
Right. So the number once again, 0302 211 70124. That's 0302 211 70124. I'm waiting for your calls. I'm sure you have questions, so call in and ask them. I have these two here who are going to, you know, advise you on what to go for.
And the youth must also start desisting from those concoctions.
Right.
Adding Guinness to sugar.
And I didn't know that one.
Yes, you know, I mean, also when you go through inside, it's
they drink bleach.
You know that.
Or they insert it.
Some of them even takes this worms medicine, wormplex. Dewormer. They've been taking dewormer. They've been mixing all sort of concoctions.
We have Daniel on the phone.
Yeah, go to the phone and come back. We have more issues.
Yes, I know you do.
We have more issues here.
Daniel?
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. What do you have to add or ask?
Yeah, with the abortion issue, I think it's a very complicated issue. Abortion is very complicated in Ghana. In Ghana, laws don't permit abortion. The only legal grounds that one can come have an abortion done is when the person is raped or when a court orders it.
That's the only time it's legal.
Challenges. Okay. What the man was saying, I don't actually agree with him on the spiritual issue. Yes, it is good that our spiritual doctrines front on abortion. We should rather, instead of encouraging abortion as a result of people giving birth and not being able to take care of them, we should rather encourage the spiritual aspect. That says that wait until you have your husband before you enter into sex.
Abstinence. Yes, I agree with that. But it does say in the same Bible. It does say in the same Bible.
I don't know which church you go in. I don't know which church this man is in. Touch me. Go and check. You should go and check the church.
So it does say in the Bible that, you know, so what's that for our traction, right? Now say be day or me I mean, some of the abortions are, you know, justified because maybe they're having complications. Are you saying that because you're religious, you're going to die with this, you know, complication?
No. That is what I'm saying.
Yeah, go ahead, Daniel. Oh, did we lose it?
I'm saying that, movie. Are you there?
I'm here.
We are here.
Yeah, I am saying that. What I'm saying is that you can have a legal abortion. So if you're having complications and courts have realized that due to your health issues, giving birth will be very detrimental to your health. Court will order for a legal abortion.
Court in Ghana. The court will take bribe. Guys, we're not in Makola, please. We have Anita on the line. I just want to take over my show. But Anita, welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. I'm blessed. Thank you. What do you have to add or ask?
Yes. What I would like to add is I've actually been looking for, apart from Marriage Talk, for like any NGO that like sort of wants abortion, or let me say termination of pregnancy to be legalized in Ghana, and I've not really found any. But I would have loved to join it.
Where are you?
I mean,
you want to join it?
Yeah.
As a
I
what?
just returned to Ghana. Teenagers are prone to so many things.
So what do you want to do? What do you want to help
Educate.
Probably.
No, educate teenagers on
But you know you can do it on your own. I mean, don't wait for...
Yes, I'm trying to work on that too.
Great.
But what I'm trying to say is, abortion, there's nowhere, I've not read any research, or I've not seen where it says abortion can maybe, it makes you prone to cervical cancer or probably breast cancer.
Yeah, I haven't either.
So far, a good gynae does it, you're good to go.
Right.
And having unwanted children around the street and all, which is very common in Ghana. I mean, to me, we don't need it. The population is rising. These girls, they are not in school. They are not in any trade. They are not doing anything. They still live. Some still live with their parents. So I think the abortion should just be legalized.
Right. Thank you so much, Anita.
That's my own.
Thank you. Let's speak to Yaya. Thank you for joining the show. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
What do you have to add, please?
Yeah, actually, your program is very educative and
thank you.
I'm enjoying it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and actually, legalizing abortion for me and my religious background, I think it's possible.
Okay, but tell me something. What do you think about people who go in for abortion because of hardships? Or I've heard some tribes, abort the fetus when they find out it's female. What do you think about that?
I've never heard of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what I would say is that, especially where I am coming from, or where I am currently, abortion is very common with the youth over there. And in fact, you even hear a small girl at the age of 12, 10, giving you prescriptions that even the doctor cannot give you.
Wow. Well, yeah, thank you very much for that scary truth there. Unfortunately, you are our last caller. But apparently, according to statistics in Ghana, 49% of pregnancies are unintended. And, half of that 49% end in abortion. Isn't that a scary number?
It's very scary. And for me, the one that called and said that, he disagreed with me because of the distance. Let me tell you. Issues of spirituality these days in most of the churches have gone below 20%. And go to the churches and find out the youth fellowship and all these things. Even the elders themselves, they are turning these girls up and down in different beds in hotels altogether.
Right. Now, can having an abortion actually, cause you to not have kids in the future? Is this something that
if it's not done properly? Yeah. If it's not done properly,
are you listening, guys?
That can happen.
Right.
So, it needs to be done properly.
Right. So what advice? Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time.
Like those who grind a tampon and then outsource.
Ernest, I have 1 minute left. What advice do you have for parents who force their kids to have abortions?
I'm saying that every parent has got a responsibility to protect their children.
Right.
No matter where it may come in, whatever the circumstance it may fall in, try and bring your children close to you.
Right.
Put them to the aspect of love and show them concern. That even when you are pregnant, the fact that you are pregnant doesn't mean your future is ended.
Oh,
that's the most important.
Profound. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ernest Kwesi Enin, Mrs. Major.
I think that our young girls should be educated, and the boys as well, because it's the two that goes together, isn't it? So at least if they understand what's going on and they understand abortion, and I think that they will practice safe sex, because if they know the consequences, why not?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Another profound, ending there. Well, my closing remarks are abstinence is 100% safe. Okay, there will be no risk of unintended pregnancies, and please wait till after marriage where you can both explore each other's bodies. God will even encourage you to enjoy the act of making love, and having kids. So please abstain from sex. That way you don't catch a disease and you don't get pregnant. Okay, many thanks to GTP New Style, to Elite Hair Studios for my hair and nails on a weekly basis, to Barbara Johnson for bringing this fabric to life. I love it, and my mom did this one anyway. But thank you all so much for supporting the show. Without you, it wouldn't be possible, so God bless you. Well, till next time, it's not bye, but call me Movi, and when we meet again, it will be right here on Home Affairs. Have a resourceful day, and Godspeed. Shalom.